Hey everyone, it's Matt along with Goose, and today we have Elena.
I am unscathed. But Sarevna! Where is Sarevna? Kabaf!
Who's going to be our first hero in a future preview of Dragon Quest IV. Are we going to stay and do we want to claim our Fist of Fury? Or are we going to be like Hero and just run after, really run away from Alena? Stay tuned. Alright, Alena is our first S rank hero. Very powerful physical attack. Its leadership ability is a bit unique. Not sure I'm a huge fan, but increase the strength of Frizz physical damage in 5x5 square by 20%. Her first skill is Multi Fist, which gives 50% physical damage to enemies in AoE 4 times. This is one of her two non-elemental skills. Her second skill, Fierce Advance, very high MP consumption, but inflicts 250% physical damage on all enemies in AoE and moves them up, pushes them away 4 squares. So this kind of keeps her safe from potentially really strong enemies. And the last skill is her AoE, very powerful, inflicts 94 Frizz physical damage 3 times. Very powerful Relentless Fist. She has, for her dupes, attack power increase for the first dupe, bang resistance plus 25%. Second dupe, fourth is whoosh resistance 25, and her third and fifth are flash and relentless fist power of 5%. Now her flash skill I will talk about just a little bit later, but that's her unique hero skill, which heroes only have, and I'll discuss that a little bit. But let's first go over her level 100 stats, which are pretty beefy. Her HP at 786 and defense 301 gives her a fairly tanky damage dealing build with her speed at 402 and attack of 440. She is a very powerful attacker. Her main weakness is her MP is pretty short. And so, like, you can see here with these two large skills here that she will burn up her skills very quickly. So you gotta be careful with her MP usage. But her wisdom is pretty low at 213. Her movement's 2, and because she's a hero, she also is a 65 weight. So for Arena, she carries an extra 15 weight, which can be fairly painful for trying to fit into teams like the 210 team that we're going to have next week. Our preferred weapon is actually going to be, obviously from the DQ4 event, Killer Earrings. Gives attack 11 and agility 17, which really just pumps her up even more. What's unique about these is that it gives her a critical rate of 1%. And I will also state that she gets a passive where she gets a critical rate of 5%. So she is a critical machine. Compared to all the other units, just like what she was in Dragon Quest IV. Top damage dealing unit, and this gives even another 1% on top of it. Obviously, skills to look for in Alchemy are Frizz Physical, Fiery Fist Power, and Agility increase. The Frizz Physical really works well with the Relentless Fist and her Relentless Fist Power. So here on the left here is her skill, Flash Fist. You could use it once and turn 3 and beyond. It does a huge amount of damage to one enemy with 350% power. This is a very strong skill, and will obviously level up much faster too. But there is a huge catch to getting this skill. she cannot learn any other skill. So all the heroes in the game will learn a very special skill, but you cannot teach them any skills. So she is locked into Frizz and non-elemental. So you need to make sure that you understand that if you're going for Alena. You won't be able to tune it to the skills that you would like to have, but this is a very, very powerful skill that should just wipe the floor with an enemy, especially if they're weak to Frizz. Her pros, she has a lot of pros, actually, to the point where I had to kind of fix my slides. Her hero ability is top notch. A lot of these hero abilities will do a large amount of damage or other very unique skills. For hers, this is just a big, big bomb for one unit. She is incredibly powerful for his physical damage unit. She will do lots and lots of damage because of her high attack and very high agility. If you can get a dupe increase, it really actually increases her attack skills by about 1 level, which just gives her even more power. She also naturally, on top of her leadership effect, you don't need to have a leader, gets a 10% increase in Frizz and a for physical damage and a critical rate of increase by 5%. So just like in Dragon Quest IV, she had the unnatural ability or unique ability to have a very high crit rate, especially as she leveled. In this game, it just starts out at 5%, but she has a very, very strong skill. Cons, she cannot learn any new skills, and she only has one element based on her most powerful attacks, and even if you get level 10 on her skills, the MP use is very high to the point where, unless if you get a lot of her dupes, her MP is just not going to really be able to cope with it very much. So she will do damage, but she just doesn't have the stamina for the MP to keep those skills at the maximum damage overall. So from a unit, she is someone that could take a punch, someone who has very high attack, but tends to fizzle out if the battles are relatively long. Very, very well done, though, by the Dragon Quest Tact team. I feel it kind of makes Alena, especially for people who used to playing her in Dragon Quest IV. Light pull, I'm going to be light pulls. She's a good unit in mine, but I'm going to say for Sorrow for this set of banners. He's the unit that I really want, that I am going to get. If I can actually do that and get Sorrow and Alena still there, then I may pull for Alena as well. She is a very good unit. Also, if people who love Alena, especially from the Dragon Quest IV and the lore, go pull. This is a great unit. The limitation, as I say, is her MP and her skills that use a lot of MP. She does need to be taken with a little bit of caution. She can become MP dry very quickly, and that is a pretty big con in my book. But, as I say, otherwise she is really well designed overall. So what do you think? Please comment down below. I will be pulling more of the units that are coming up soon, probably next week. I hope you guys enjoy. Please stay safe. Please, everyone, feel well. And I will see you and my slurps later. Bye, everyone.